My fellow Nerdikins, welcome back to another episode of That's So Nerdy. Today we have a very special episode for you because it's going to be our first gameplay video. What? Alright, so I got my buddy Tommy here, and that's how we're going to play. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Alright, so what we're going to be doing is just going through the entire gameplay. My leader is going to be Son Goku. His ability is, if I burst 3 when he attacks, I get to draw a card. He's got another auto ability of when one of my battle cards is KO'd, I may flip this card over. If I do, I get to draw one card, then switch up to one of my energy to active mode. And then his Awaken ability is the standard ability of if my life is at 4 or less, I can draw 2 cards and then flip them over. Tommy, go ahead and explain what your leader does.
I've got Frieza here. His permanent ability is I cannot include any Saiyan cards in my deck. His auto ability is I can choose one Frieza's army card in my battle area and place it into my drop. When this card attacks a leader card, my opponent chooses one card in their hand and discards it, then add up to 1 yellow card from my life to my hand. Its Awaken ability is standard. If my life is at 4 or less, I may draw a card. Switch one of my energy to active and flip this card over.
Alright. So the first thing that you guys are going to do is you're going to figure out how, or who goes first. The way Tommy and I usually do it is we just Rochambeau. Alright, so I'm going first. What you're going to do is you're going to draw your hand, 6 cards, and then take a look. I'll go ahead and show you guys my hand. So that's what I'm working. Oh, too high. So that's what I'm working with right there. Typically what you're going to want to do is save your, or mulligan your higher cost cards, mulligan them, because you're not going to be able to use them until later in the match anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose these 2 cards right here, and I'm going to mulligan those. And what that means is I'm going to take them, put them back into my deck, and then shuffle my deck, and then draw 2 cards. You get to do this once per game. Each player gets to do it, and you don't have to mulligan if you do not want to. If you like the hand that you get from the get-go, then you can keep it. And if you don't like it, you can get rid of as many as you want, from 1 all the way up to the entire hand. And as I said, you can only do it once per game. So once I shuffle these and then have Tommy cut them, I will draw my 2 and then place my life cards out there. Alright, so you start with 8 life cards. And then the person who goes first does not draw and also cannot attack on their first turn. So I'm going to draw those 2 cards for my mulligan. Alright. So next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place energy. So you can play cards from your hand if you have enough energy to do so. And then what I'm going to do is I believe I'm gonna tap 1 energy and I'm gonna play a Vegeta the Lone Prince. So that's what he looks like right there. And then he's got super combo and then a permanent ability that this card can't be played with skills from any area. An auto ability of if your leader card is green, which my leader card is, and my life is at 4 or less when this card is used in a combo, I get to draw 1 card. And it's also got a second auto ability that if my leader card is green when this card is played, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. So that's what's going to happen right now. Tommy's going to choose 1 card from his hand and he's going to go ahead and discard that. Alright. And then what's going to happen is I have nothing else in my hand that I can play since my energy is all tapped out. And it's my first turn as the first player, so I can't attack with my leader or my battle card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass my turn.
I went second, so I get to draw for my first turn. Let's see. Get rid of Zardon here for some energy. Alright. Well, I didn't get a very good draw, so I'm going to attack your leader, Carson, for 10,000.
Alright, so now what's going to happen since he's starting his battle phase, I get to choose if I want to counter or not. As you can see in my hand, I do have a counter attack, but I don't have the energy to be able to use it, so I'm not able to counter, so I would say no counter.
I am not going to combo to boost the attack to make it any more powerful.
Alright, so now what I get to do is I get to choose battle cards in my hand to try and up the combo, or in my battle area. You can use them from your battle area as well, and that goes for both players. So I choose battle cards, and I can use their combo power to boost the attack power of my leader in order to try and combo out and not take the life damage directly. And since his leader doesn't have critical, and I don't want to get rid of any of my cards yet, I'm going to go ahead and take the damage straight to me, and then you draw a life card and stick it in your hand. If his card had critical, you wouldn't be able to put that card in your hand. What would happen is it would go to your drop instead. And that's something that you don't really want to happen, because you want to be able to have as many cards to be able to use as possible. And since he has nothing else that he can do, he already passed his turn, and then I'm going to start my charge step. You always want to untap everything at the beginning of your turn before you draw, and then, bam, I go ahead and draw, and start my turn. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play Implacable Trunks as energy, and then I'm going to tap 1 energy to play Bulma Life on Namek. So this card has an auto ability. When this card is played, look at up to 5 cards from the top of my deck, add up to 1 green unison card with a specified cost of 2, or 1 green sand card with an energy cost of 3 or less among them to my hand, and then shuffle my deck. So that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. Alright, well, our only choices out of these 5 would be one of these 2. And I think we're going to go with this one. And because it is a specified card that I get to look for, I have to reveal it to my opponent so they know that I'm not trying to cheat. And shuffle my deck as specified by the card. Go ahead and cut that for me, please. Alright. Then, the next thing on my list is I'm going to play another Vegeta the Lone Prince to make Tommy go ahead and discard 1 more card from his hand.
Alright. It's always so hard to choose which ones to discard.
It really is, especially when you have a strategy already laid out. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my leader's auto ability by bursting 3, which means I discard the top 3 cards of my deck. Vegeta Lone Prince. That's a bummer. Okay, so now when my leader attacks, I get to draw a card instead of it just being able to attack and then nothing happens. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing for 10,000 as your leader.
I will not be countering.
I will not be comboing.
I will let card.
Oh, and I almost forgot to draw my card for the attack. And then after that, I am going to go ahead and pass over my turn since there's nothing else that I would like to do.
Alright. Sorry, Yamcha, you're going to hail.
That's where he belongs anyway. He's always been enemy fodder.
I'm going to tap these 2 to play Birder, fastest in the universe. It's got unique and blocker. At the end of my turn, I get to switch this card to active mode, look at the top 3 cards from the top of my deck, and place them on top and or bottom of my deck in any order.
Nice. So essentially, if he looks at the top 3 cards and he doesn't like what they are, he can just throw them on the bottom, or if he does like what they are and doesn't like the order that they're coming in, he can just change up the order and throw them right back on top. Pretty sweet ability.
Now I will be swinging for 10,000.
No count.
Let's see, what's this auto for your... No counter. No combo.
Also no combo.
Alright, that's going to end it for me.
Alright, so since I didn't combo, I take the damage straight out of my life. That's pretty exciting. And then restand the energy. And draw a card. Alright, so I'm going to play... Broly, Invincible Agent of Destruction as energy. And then I'm going to go ahead and tap 3 energy, and I'm playing my Unison card, Dark Broly, Overwhelming Evil. It's got Double Strike and an auto ability of once per turn. When a marker is removed from this card by a skill, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and discards it. If I choose to add 2 markers, I may choose 1 card from my hand and discard it. If I do, my opponent chooses 1 card from their hand, discards it, then chooses 1 of their battle cards and KOs it. And then if I choose not to add or remove a marker, I can activate main. If my leader card is green, I can choose up to 1 of my opponent's Unison cards and remove a marker from it. So that's pretty sweet. And since I paid 3 energy when it came in, I'm going to use green. Let's keep it themed. I got a green deck, so let's use a green die. Nerdy, nerdy, nerd. Alright. So now it's got 3 markers on it, and that's how it comes in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 markers and discard Bulma Life on Namek from my hand to make Tommy discard a card from his hand, as well as destroy a battle card from the field. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my leader's ability to burst 3, so when he attacks I get to draw a card. Okay, that's not so bad. And then I'm going to Britter's destroyed also. Oh. And then I'm going to swing at your leader for 10,000 and draw a card.
No counter.
I will not combo.
I'm not gonna combo either.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing for 20,000, double strike with my Unison. So what double strike means is if he takes the damage, he takes 2 cards out of his life instead of 1.
No counter.
I will not combo.
No combo here.
All right. So that's good and bad for me because now that he's down to 4 life, he can awaken his leader, which is pretty dangerous because once most people's leaders are awakened, that's when things start to get interesting. But that's going to end my turn because I have no other attacks that I want to do. And yeah, that's going to end my turn, so I pass.
Alright, draw off the turn here. Alright, get some yellow energy out there.
Now things are starting to get dangerous. More options, more options. I don't like it.
I'm going to tap that yellow energy to play Frieza's Call. I get to choose one Frieza's Army card with an energy cost of 2 or less from my deck, play it in rest mode, and then shuffle.
The shuffle.
So there's my Frieza's Army card.
That was easy.
Well, that's how I arranged it the last turn.
Oh, I forgot you did that. That's right.
So that goes into rest mode.
That makes it convenient.
Do you want me to shuffle?
It says you have to,
It
so
does.
you have to. So, that's Frieza. Military Command Frieza, sorry. And it's got a blocker, which means that if one of the cards that is being attacked, he doesn't want that card to take damage, or he doesn't want to take the damage directly to his life. If this card's in active mode, you can just switch it to rest mode, and this becomes the target of the attack instead. It's also got an auto ability that when this card is KO'd, you can choose up to 1 Frieza card with an energy cost of 3 in your hand and play it, which is pretty awesome.
Okay. Now I'm going to awaken, so I'm going to draw my card and switch energy to active.
Nice.
And now I'm going to tap my yellow energy.
Don't forget to flip your leader.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So now when my leader attacks, I get to draw a card. And then once per turn, I get to choose 1 Frieza's Army card in my battle area, place it in my drop, choose 1 card in my opponent's hand, discard it, choose up to 1 of my green Unison cards, and it gains critical for the turn. Okay, so now I will tap my yellow energy to play Bitter Past Ginyu. It's got Barrier. Its activate main ability is I can tap 3 yellow energy to play and place this card in my drop area, choose a yellow Ginyu card with an energy cost of 3 from my deck and play it, then choose that card and it gains critical for the duration of the turn, and then I get to shuffle my deck and draw a card.
Nice. So what barrier means is that card can't be the target of skills. And then just in case you guys are curious, that's what his leader looks like on the awakened side. Buffed out Frieza. It's the Arnold Frieza.
Get to the chopper!
Frieza Schwarzenegger.
I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 more to play Ginyu, Frieza's Greatest Soldier. His auto ability is when this card is played, choose up to 1 of my leader cards or green Unison cards, and it gets plus 10,000 power for the turn. If my leader card is a green Frieza card, when this card is placed in a drop area from battle area by a skill, I may return this card to my hand.
That is sweet. Screw you, Ginyu.
So my leader card now has 25,000 power. So now I will go ahead and swing for 25,000.
No counter.
I'm going to combo with Frieza there for another 5, making it 30.
Well, I guess I'm going to take it.
Okay. So now I'm going to use this activate main ability here. I'm going to choose a Frieza's Army card in my battle area. And place it in... Oh no, do I want to do... I don't think I want to do that. That doesn't sound like a smart move right now.
Yeah, those are all...
Very good cards.
What does this one do again? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it... Oh, wait a second. Actually, you absolutely do want to do this. Do that, he goes to your drop and then returns to your hand.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So you absolutely do want to do that.
Alright. Boom. So... Well, I don't have a Unison card in play, but... This ability is for... Choose 1 card in my opponent's hand, discard it, then choose up to 1 of my green Unison cards and it gains critical.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
I still get to discard 1 of your cards, though. Okay. Oh, and I believe I forgot to draw my card here.
I believe you did as well.
Well.
Oh, don't forget to put Ginyu in your hand.
Oh, yes.
You see that? That's how all you should be too. If you notice something that isn't right, call it out, even if it hurts you. And that does hurt me because that's a good card.
Well, this card has a 0 cost. So its permanent ability is this card gains Dark Dragon Ball in all areas. I get to choose up to one of my battle cards, and it gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. It's my only battle card in active mode. Choose one Frieza card with an energy cost of 4 in my battle area, and place this card under it. Play up to one green Frieza Zeno card in your deck or hand on top of the chosen card in active mode, then shuffle my deck if I looked through it.
Well, okay then. So it would go under this.
Okay.
And then you get to look for a Frieza Zeno
And
from
play
your
it.
deck, unless you have one in your hand and you don't want to look through your deck. But yeah, you would play it right on top of that.
I believe the only Frieza Zeno cards I have in there actually are my Unison cards.
Oh. Well, that would work because they're not battle cards. Unison cards go to your battle area, so you wouldn't be able to play them on top of that card.
Well, let's take a look here. This doesn't say if it's a Frieza Zeno or not. But
It'll say in the bottom right corner. I think that one might be this one right here. Or no, not this one. This one maybe.
nope.
Nope, just regular Frieza.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Do I have any Zenos in here?
Maybe just your Unison, but that doesn't work for the Unison.
Well, my Unison doesn't say what it is.
It should say in the bottom right. Yeah, it should have... Oh, whoa, it doesn't have special trait or anything. Oh, I guess that's... Yeah, that's not a Unison thing, I guess. Look at me learning new stuff every day.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to reconsider these,
The Dragon Balls?
yeah,
But that's fine, because that makes room for better cards.
it does.
Or also, it gives you the option to go and buy single set of Frieza Zeno. Who knows, maybe a Frieza Zeno deck is, like, crazy powerful.
This one was pretty sweet as a stock deck,
Yeah,
even.
and then we've buffed it a lot, so...
Yeah, I don't have any Frieza Zeno cards in here.
Oh well, just shuffle the deck and then we'll call it good.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to pay any energy to use that, so...
Well,
You just
so we
need-
gave that. I mean, I could have put it under here and given it 5,000, but I don't.
Well, you gave the 5,000 to him.
Oh,
Because he's the only one that's in active mode. But it has to be a Frieza that you put this underneath. Not Frieza's army, it has to be a Frieza.
okay.
And I'll go ahead and cut that.
Oh man, unfortunately I don't have 3 yellow to tap. Well, it was kind of pointless giving him 5,000 because I don't really want to attack with him.
Well, you thought you were going to be able to do something more, so...
I did. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and end it then.
Alright, so charge step. Charge, charge, charge. Alright. Okay. So, I'm gonna play Indomitable Spirit Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku as energy. And then... I'm going to tap 3 energy to play Energy Power Go Tanks. It's got an auto ability of when it attacks a leader. My opponent chooses a card in their hand and places it in the drop area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to... This is tricky. I'm going to add 2 counters to my Unison. And then discard Full Power Energy to make Tommy discard a card and KO a battle card. And then I'm going to burst 3, so when my leader attacks, there's 3 right there, when my leader attacks, I can draw a card. And then I'm going to swing with my leader for 10,000 and draw a card.
No counter.
I'm going to... Oh wait, no, never mind. I almost went out of step. That was... Nope. Oh wait, no, yeah, activate battle. Okay, I thought it said activate main. So, I'm going to play Feet Kamehameha. It's got Activate Battle. If my leader card is a green Sun Goku, for the duration of the battle, it gains 15,000 power and critical, so it's 25,000 with critical.
Swinging at the leader, huh?
Yes, still.
Alright, no counter.
Alright. Well, did you just combo out?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, you comboed out.
Yeah, comboed.
Okay. I was confused there for a second.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good. And then I'm going to swing for 20,000 double strike.
No counter.
No combo.
No combo, obviously.
Alright, and then I'm going to swing at your leader for another 15,000, and it makes you discard a card.
No counter.
No combo.
15?
Yep.
Comboing for 20.
Alright, comboed out. And that's going to be the end of my turn. I honestly didn't think just adding these unisons and switching them for the Majin Vegeta unisons would really make this much of a difference, but that card is burly.
Oh. Well, can't play anything, so going to swing for 15 and draw my card.
No counter.
No combo.
I'll take that one.
Okay, I'm going to tap 1 yellow to play Frieza's Call. I get to choose a Frieza's Army card with an energy cost of 2 or less for my deck and play it in rest mode.
Alright. I was really hoping that, like, by now you would have KO'd one of my battle cards, so I could have early awakened my leader. But it just didn't work out that way.
No, I didn't get a very good draw.
I, as you can see, got a pretty good hand. And we both know this deck is pretty beastly.
Alright, I'm going to play Zarbon there.
Alright. So this is Zarbon Frieza's right-hand man. It's got an auto ability of when this card is played, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 green unison with a specified cost of 2 or 1 green Frieza's Army card with a specified cost of 4 or less among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So once he shuffles his deck after this is done, he gets to do that because this card was played. And then an Activate Battle ability that if he taps 1 green mana, this isn't magic, 1 green energy, and his leader card is a green Frieza, and he has a green unison in play, he gets to send this card from his drop area to his warp and then choose 1 leader or unison card and it gets 10,000 for the battle. So I'll go ahead and cut that, and then you go ahead and do his ability.
There's my green Frieza card.
Alright. Come on! Boom.
Alright.
It doesn't look like, yeah, I don't think you played an energy this
I
time.
have not.
Okay. I like these cards too much.
Alright, so that really still doesn't do me any good.
Well, you win some of the other stuff.
Yep. I'm gonna swing for another 10.
No counter.
Combo with my last card there.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to awaken my leader, so I get to draw 2 cards, flip him over, and then when that happens, he becomes Ferocious Strike Super Saiyan Goku. It's got an auto ability of the same Burst 3 auto ability. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. And then he's got an Activate Main / Battle, so I can do it during my main phase or my battle phase. Once per turn, if I place 2 cards from my life in my drop area, I can choose all of my battle cards and my opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place them into their owner's drop. So now, oops, I left my hand wide up. Who cares? So that's 15, and then I'm going to use my Vegeta the Lone Prince to combo. So since I'm at 4 or less life, I get to draw a card, and I combo out. Alright, and then I believe that... Yeah, you don't have any hands, so... Alright, so that's going to make it my turn. Boom. Boom. Charge, 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 charge. Draw. Alright, so I'm going to play Broly Dawn of the Rampage as energy. And then I'm going to tap all 5 energy to play Super Saiyan Son Goku, Pride of the Saiyans. It's got Double Strike and a permanent ability that this card can't be removed from the battle area by skills, so essentially it's got Barrier. And then it's got an auto ability. If there is a Son Goku card with an energy cost of 4 under this card, and this card is in rest mode, when your opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost of 5 or less, they choose 2 cards in their hand and discard them. But it doesn't have an energy cost of 4 energy Goku underneath it, so that's null and void. But it's got a second auto ability that when this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring Barrier, and KO them. Boom. So they're gone. And then I'm going to go ahead and end it and just swing for Double Strike.
I got nothing.
That's going to be the end of the game. He takes his last 2 life cards. That makes me the winner. And that was a good game. Well, I mean, it could have been better. I definitely got the more dominant hand in that encounter. But don't let that fool you into thinking that this Frieza deck is not powerful. This deck has beat me quite a few times. But this Broly deck is just... I mean, I say Broly, but it's a Goku deck with a Goku leader. But most of the cards are centered around Broly and the ability to just overpower with monstrous force. Alright, well,
and bringing a lot of cards out onto the battlefield right away.
That's true. It definitely helps. I do have a lot of cards that help me search out cards that I need. Alright, so if you guys like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment, hit subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and let me know. If there's anything that you want to add or think that we should do differently, just any criticisms welcome. And stay nerdy.